Okay, so first off, I want to say all praise to Yahweh in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, otherwise known as GMS for short, but also known as the Prophets of Doom. These are where I have learned this truth and where I am still learning this truth. And also, I want to say shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. Lord willing, I'm of that number. Okay, so going back into what may be the final video of this series, not on this topic, all right, but on this series. Uh, we're going to continue on with this AI back and forth. Okay, speaking of primarily the subject is the MOTB and Esau's methods. All right, his method dia. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the verse again first. Give me a second here. Quick second. Okay, Revelation 13, verses 16 and 17. All right, it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." Okay, so again, that mark is the micro C hip. Okay, it is the micro C hip. A couple of examples that we give of this technology that is already in the earth. All right, a couple of examples is Walletmore, WALLETMOR. That is one word. Okay, and the thing with these examples is to go look at the technology. All right, you can take note of the names, the people surrounding this thing, but they can always change people, and they can always change the names. All right, so the main thing is to go look at this technology. Okay, so the second example is Neuralink, or Elon Musk's brain technology. Okay, go look at that and look at that technology. All right. Neuralink. Did I say that? All right. If I did, Neuralink or Elon Musk's brain technology. As a matter of fact, I will go here. Let me just go to Google here and type in Elon Musk's brain technology. Let's see what comes up. I haven't put that in there in a while. All right. All I typed in was Elon Musk's brain technology. Okay. It says Neuralink, founded by Elon Musk, develops implantable brain computer interfaces designed to connect human brains directly to computers. The coin sized N1 implant uses robot inserted thread like electrodes to record neuron activity, allowing paralyzed individuals to control devices like phones or computers with thought. Key aspects of Neuralink technology. By the way, fair use. I don't even let me get that really quick here. Excuse me. Excuse me for a quick second. Let me find this. Yeah, it's a fair use statement. A copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All rights and credit go directly to its rightful owners. No copyright infringement is intended. I have to always go there because you never know what the spirits are going to do. And as you can see, going here in the middle of the video can be can probably take some some of Jake's attention away from the matter at hand. All right. So again, that's something that I need to work on. All right. So key aspects of Neuralink technology. Okay. It says the implant, the N1. It says a device about the size of a coin that replaces a small part of the skull, featuring flexible threads with 1,024 electrodes to detect neural spikes. Methodology. It says a specialized robot surgically inserts these threads into the brain regions controlling movement. Functionality says it records, filters, and transmits neural signals via Bluetooth to a paired app, allowing for tasks like moving a cursor or playing video games with thought. Current goals, it says initial focus is on medical applications. Initial focus, all right? Starting out, they're going to tell you that this thing's for medical applications, all right? Initial focus is on medical applications, specifically assisting individuals with quadriplegia or ALS to regain digital autonomy. Okay. Long-term vision, it says, beyond medical restoration, Musk aims to achieve symbiosis with AI, potentially boosting memory and cognitive abilities. Now let's go look up what is meant by symbiosis with AI. There might be someone who doesn't know this, and plus I'd like to hear things in simpler terms also, so that maybe the next time I'm reading this, I can better explain, okay, to people. All right. So hold on a second here. What is meant? Well, I should start out saying in simple terms. Hold on a second. Okay, in simple terms, what is meant by, what did it say there? All right. Musk aims to achieve symbiosis with AI. So what is meant by aiming to achieve symbiosis with AI? We'll do it that way. What the hell's going on? Hold on a second. Hold on a quick second here. Man. I don't know what just happened. Hold on a second. This computer, boy, I tell you. Let me just close this out. Hold on. I'm gonna have to start all over. Something just happened. All right, hold on. All right, so I typed in simple terms, what is meant by achieving symbiosis with AI. Let's see what that means. It says achieving symbiosis with AI refers to a mutually beneficial partnership where humans and artificial intelligence work together as a single team, each making up for the other's weakness. Instead of the AI acting as just a simple tool or replacement for people, it becomes a collaborator that helps humans perform better than they ever could alone. Now, hold on a second now. More specifically, what uh, is meant by symbiosis when Elon Musk and his Neuralink company speaks of symbiosis with AI. All right, let's see. Because I think that I'm trying to. I think they're talking around a certain point. So hold on a second. Here it is. So I had to ask, what did it mean? Well, I should probably finish reading. Yeah, let me read this. I want to just give an example of how slick or sly even these people can be with programming AI to answer questions like the one I just asked. All right, let me just finish reading this and then maybe you'll see. All right, Lord willing. Okay, the concept is often broken down into these simple ideas. Now, this is going back to the original question about, in simple terms, what is meant by achieving a symbiosis with AI. Okay, so it says the concept is often broken down into these simple ideas. Number one, a division of labor. It says in a symbiotic relationship, humans and AI focus on what they do best. Humans provide creativity, intuition, empathy, ethical judgment, and an understanding of the big picture. AI provides lightning fast data processing, perfect memory, the ability to spot tiny patterns, and consistent operation without getting tired. Number two, a two-way learning loop. Unlike traditional software, symbiotic AI involves a feedback loop. Humans teach AI by giving feedback on its suggestions. Humans help the AI become more accurate and better aligned with human values. AI teaches humans by presenting new insights or alternate perspectives. AI can help humans see problems in new ways and learn faster. Number three, augmented, which means not artificial intelligence. Okay. It says the goal is often called augmented intelligence. This means that the AI augments or expands human potential. For example, a doctor uses AI to scan thousands of medical images in seconds, allowing them to spend more time focusing on patient care and difficult diagnosis. An artist uses AI to generate hundreds of rough sketches, then uses their own human vision to choose and refine the best one. And excuse me for reading so fast, I do need to slow down a little bit. All right. A researcher uses AI as a scaffolding to handle complex calculations, freeing them up to focus on the original theory and ethical implications. Number four, seamless integration. At its most advanced level, this symbiosis feels like an invisible infrastructure. Information from the AI would be available as quickly and naturally as your own memories, helping you make better decisions in real time. In short, it's about humans staying in the driver's seat, maintaining agency, while using AI as a powerful engine to go further and faster. Okay. In other words, like, for example, this conversation that we've been having, right? These series that we do the, what they call it, a what loop. Hold on. Let me find this. Feedback loop. All right. Which is what these, these, series are. All right. In this instance, all right, you could say that uh, symbiosis is taking place during these videos because, all right, the asking of questions and the popping up of the answers, which you should still go look. Okay, you should still go read up upon these things because sometimes, all right, being that AI is programmed by, well, AI is programmable. I'll put it that way. Certain things are left out, and when we read the second question I just put in here, you'll see. All right. But that can be considered a symbiosis. But their symbiosis, what Elon Musk is speaking about, is different. It actually pertains to Revelation 13, verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in, okay, their right hand or their foreheads. And it could be in any part of your body, all right? But uh, the one in the head, all right, the space between the eyes, the one in the brain, that one is the more powerful because it controls every other part of yourself, right? Okay. Um, so don't think that you're gonna find a way around this, okay? All right. If you get this thing cut and put into you, that is a receiving of the mark of the beast. You're gonna be able to buy and sell with this thing, all right? And if you don't get it, you won't be able to buy or sell. Okay. Let's get back though to the second question. Now you'll see how it's still important to go look things up or to refine your question, man. Okay, because it didn't mention anything that would have you even thinking about Revelation 13 as far as that causeth all to receive, okay, in themselves. All right, but listen to this. So what I put in here next is more specifically, what is meant by symbiosis when Elon Musk and his Neuralink company speaks of symbiosis with AI? Okay, so now it says when Elon Musk and Neuralink speak of symbiosis, they are referring to a literal merging of biological and digital intelligence to ensure humans are not left behind by AI. All right. While many view AI as a separate tool, Musk envisions it becoming a tertiary layer of the human brain, effectively an extension of your own mind. Now let me look up this tertiary layer. Hold on, because I don't know what that is. All right. In simple terms, what is a in simple terms, what is a tertiary? It might be tertiary. Tertiary. All right. In simple terms, what is a tertiary layer of the human brain? All right. Let's see. The term tertiary or tertiary area refers to the highest level of processing in your brain. Think of your brain's cortex like a corporate office with three levels of staff: primary, secondary, tertiary. Primary is the entry level workers who just take in raw data like seeing a shape or hearing a sound. Secondary, the supervisors who organize that data into something recognizable, realizing that shape is a face or that sound is a voice. Number three, tertiary, the executives. They take information from all different departments, sight, sound, memory, and emotion, and combine it to make complex decisions, plan for the future, or understand abstract concepts. In short, it's the part of the brain that connects the dots between different senses to give you a complete picture of the world. Now you have to understand here, if they are going to be, if this Neuralink is going to be the tertiary, the executives of your brain, okay, if somebody can control that thing, if you can control it, they can control you. All right. If they can turn something on, they can turn something off. All right. So they're telling you without telling you. Okay. Let's go back to this now. Uh, okay, so the specific vision of symbiosis is built on three core pillars. One, solving the bandwidth problem. Musk argues that humans are already cyborgs because we use phones and computers to store and process information. However, he believes the bandwidth, or the speed of communication, between our brains and our devices is too slow. All right. What's the bottleneck? It says we take in information quickly through our eyes, but we output it slowly by typing it with our thumbs or speaking. Okay. The next bullet point says the symbiotic solution. It says a high bandwidth brain machine interface allows thoughts to be transmitted directly to a computer at the speed of thought, removing the physical delay. Do you see what it's talking about? Number two, digital superintelligence layer. Musk describes the brain as having two main layers: the limbic system, which he says here has your emotions and your instincts. It says, and the cortex, the reasoning. He envisions the Neuralink N1 C-HIP as a third layer. Two bullet points under this. The digital superintelligence layer would live inside the skull and interact seamlessly with the other two. In this state of symbiosis, the AI wouldn't feel like a separate voice. Using it would feel no different than accessing a neural memory or thinking a thought. Number three, and we always talked about them using this excuse right here in order to receive this thing within yourself. Number three, if you can't beat them, join them. For Musk, symbiosis is a strategy for civilizational survival. A couple of bullet points. One being the existential risk. It says he fears that unaligned or super intelligent AI could eventually see humans as obsolete or even a threat. Second bullet point is the defense. It says by merging with AI, humans can upgrade their own cognition to stay competitive with machines. If everyone has access to this superpower, he believes it democratizes AI and reduces the risk of a single, all powerful AI dictator. Current progress. All right, because this place is constantly moving towards prophecy, man. Okay? Prophecy is making them move towards prophecy. All right? So current progress. While the superpower goals are long term, you see, they called it a superpower, man. Anyway, Neuralink is currently testing its telepathy implant. All right, it's called Neuralink telepathy. All right. So again, Neuralink is currently testing its telepathy implant in human trials to solve immediate medical needs. A couple of bullet points under this. One is restoring autonomy. It says helping paralyzed patients control cursors or robotic arms with their minds. Second bullet point is restoring senses. Developing blind sight, which is another arm of Neuralink. It's called Neuralink blind sight. Okay. Developing blind sight to potentially restore vision for the blind. Okay. So I'm not going to read any more on Neuralink right now, but there you go. All right. Well, we know what they're talking about when they talk about symbiosis. The first thing that should come to your mind is, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. The Lord told us about this many moons ago. Many, many, many moons ago. Okay? And these people can't help themselves but to go towards prophecy because the Lord is all powerful, man. We spoke about that. Almighty. The power to overpower. Okay? So let's get back here. We talked about the symbiosis. All right. Clinical trials. All right. Still speaking about Neuralink, and then we're going to go to the reading of what this series has been about. All right, we're going to get a little bit more information on that. So clinical trials, it says as of early 2026, the device is in human clinical trials, with users reporting the ability to operate devices, including some studies involving patients with severe paralysis. The technology faces ethical concerns regarding privacy and safety, alongside challenges in scaling the number of channels or electrodes while maintaining secure long-term implantation. Now, still, I realize, all right, it's Esau being Esau, but why don't they tell you about when trials are over? All right, we mentioned that in the video before, and they seemingly, all right, took care of that. But you have to be aware of the problems, man. And you are going to avoid all these problems by just listening to the Lord. Do not receive this MOTB. Never trust your enemy. You have to always know that they're up to something. Okay? You have to always know that they're up to something. The Lord has us in the temple daily, telling this truth. All right? Sighing and crying about the things that are going on here. Do you think that the enemy is taking any rest? Do you think that they are not at their job on a daily basis? If you think that they take some time off, you are sorely mistaken, man. All right? You are mistaken. Okay, so let's get back here, man. Now, again, uh, summarize everything here without missing a point, but also give the summary in simple terms. Okay? This is what I put to sum up all these videos that we've done with the same title. Okay? So it says to sum it all up, the theory suggests that um, to sum it all up, to sum it all up, the trap is being set through four major moves that turn you from a free citizen into a programmed participant in digital systems. Number one, the body computer connection. We just got done talking about symbiosis, all right? And the push, okay, for you to think what they think, that we have to put this in ourselves. This is what we mean by a lot of people are going to ask for this solution. All right. So, number one, the body computer connection. Companies like Neuralink are moving from experimental trials to mass producing brain C-hips. The goal is to make these implants a normal part of life, like a smartphone, but one you can't put down. This C-hip acts as your permanent ID and key to the world. So if it seems like they're trying to ease up on digital ID, they already put the word out there. All right, everyone knows what that. Everyone has an idea what a digital ID is in their mind. All right, you don't care to put that down because this is the real digital ID that they are shooting for. All right, and it's going to succeed with a lot of people because of convenience, peace, and safety. All right, because you want your medical, your family members, your close people, okay? You want them to have what you perceive as some kind of quality of life. You don't know what the Lord is promising us on the other side of this? Okay, that is real life. It doesn't matter what you do in this world. This is not life, man. Okay? You have to be able to see that. Number two, money with strings attached. Physical cash is being replaced by programmable money, all right, CBDCs. Unlike the dollars in your pocket today, this money is code that can be told what to do. The powers that be can program your money to expire. It says if you don't spend it fast enough, block you from buying certain things like meat or gas, freeze instantly if you don't follow certain rules. You already see how they act with power now, or perceive power. Really, they have no power. These people are the basest of men. Okay? They're base men. Number three, the digital cage. DPI. All right, digital public infrastructure, which is what did we speak about NATO talking about this? All right, pushing the DPI infrastructure. So number three, the digital cage or DPI. Global groups like the WEF, yep, WEF and BIS are building a digital public infrastructure or a digital cage. All right, I've heard another term that better fits that. It's called e-carceration. All right, e-carceration. Well, we can do it now. We'll go look at what that is now, just to see if even this AI has heard of this. All right, in simple terms, oops, what is e-carceration? Let's see. E-carceration, short for electronic incarceration, is the use of digital technology rather than physical prison bars to monitor and control people within the criminal justice system. In simple terms, it turns a person's home or community into a digital prison. How it works. It says instead of being locked in a cell, individuals are released into the community but remain under constant surveillance through tools like GPS ankle monitors, all right, which are wearable shackles that track a person's exact location 24/7. It says smartphone apps, software that use facial recognition, voice verification, or fingerprints to check in with authorities. Alcohol monitors, devices that detect alcohol intake through skin sensors or remote breathalyzers. All right, and the alcohol monitors, the GPS monitors, when they say ankle monitors, sounds good, right? But they are putting one on you without you even thinking that it is one. Okay. Uh, man. So just, I'm not going to read too much more of that. Um, we already are over a half hour. Let's just get through this next one. All right. So still talking about the digital cage. Global groups like the WEF and the BIS are building a digital public infrastructure. This is the invisible plumbing of the world. It links your bank account, your health records, and your ID into one system. If you aren't verified through your CHIP or biometrics, the plumbing system shuts off for you, meaning no food, no travel, and no jobs. This is why they got people used to being verified. All right. You influencers, man. Okay. You think that they throw a label on you and you think that means something. We always talk about, hey, when we go back up here, because I was just about to go to Revelation 13 and 16, we talk about both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. And right after that, we'll mention perceived status or 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 lack of perceived status. Okay? I do want to go back here and read that last part really quick. If you aren't verified through your CHIP or biometrics, the plumbing simply shuts off for you, meaning no food, no travel, no job. And over here in Revelation 13 and 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. This is plain, man. This is what the men of the Lord have been telling you. Okay? Okay? Habakkuk 2 with the heading Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai answers the prophet, or the Most High answers the prophet, or Yahweh answers the prophet. All right? Habakkuk 2 verses 1 through 3, really. Man, we could probably read this whole thing. I mean, I'm not going to read it. I'll read to 3 at least. Maybe even 4. All right? Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai answered me and said, or the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. What are the brothers doing? All right, when we hear someone else's message that is made plain upon tables, we take the messages and we run. What do we run to? We run to tell. All right, we run to make it plain upon the tables that we speak on. All right, some of you people are listening to this on tablets. All right, speaking of tables, okay. Habakkuk 2 and 3 now. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And I will read 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up, Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay? And these things are plain, man. Plain. These are the times. I think I had even titled a video, The Word is the Truth, the World is the Proof. Okay? If you understand what's going on here, the world is following the Lord's script in strict form, man. Okay? So number 4, all right, the emergency shortcut. Since most people wouldn't vote for this, the plan relies on a large crisis to force it through. Okay? And it says that the world is ripe for it, man. It says it shows that the world is ripe for all these things to go down. All right? 3 bullet points right here. A bank collapse, making you move your money into making you move your money into a government digital wallet to save it. You know, this reminds me of this verse now. All right, the water, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. Matthew 16:25, Matthew 8:35, Luke 9:24, Luke 17:33. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. That was Matthew 16:25. And excuse me if I said Matthew 8:35. This is Mark 8:35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. Luke 9:24. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. Luke 17:33, whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. Now, this doesn't mean that we're not all going to be a part of a digital society, but there should be already in your mind, if you are paying attention to the Lord, all right, there should be already in your mind things that you know you are not going to do, receiving this mark of the beast, all right? So let's get back to this first bullet point. I'll read that again, then we'll move on. A bank collapse. All right, things that the world is ripe for. All right. A bank collapse, making you move your money into a government digital wallet to save it. A massive cyber attack, forcing everyone to get a digital ID to prove they aren't a hacker or a bot. That can easily be defined as that digital ID right there can easily be defined as a micro C-hip, man. All right. And Lord willing, this is going to happen soon. All right, we ready to get out of here, man. And the quicker this comes, the faster everything else is going to move. All right, third bullet point, war/energy shortage. War/energy shortage. It says using national emergencies to ration what you buy using that programmable money. All right. This digital prison, okay? is all but finished. All right, that gate is all but shut. All right. So lastly, the bottom line. By the end of, the bottom line, the technology is ready. The banks are ready, and the laws are being written. All that's missing is a big enough disaster to make people trade their freedom for safety and convenience. All right, that's it. That's it. I think the point was made. Lord willing, the point was made. So, yeah, with that, all right, I hope this came through as sincere and edifying. And with that, I want to say all praise to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. All right. Also, I want to say shalom to the elders, or double honors to the elders and bishops and teachers, the brothers of Great Millstone, or GMS. All right, for giving us truth and sharing it. All right, these are where I have learned this truth and where I am still learning this truth. And also, I want to say shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. Lord willing, I'm of that number, and Lord willing, we'll see you in the next video. Shalom.